Thurston Scow mid-offense. What is he going to grab? What is he?
He's rummaging through that jacket. He might not have trusted the murder machine. It looks like they lifted that from the jacket. They've got a little, what do they got? They got a little truck stop spinach.
Truck stop spinach.
And that might be, Loucks block into the powder. Murder Machine with their first official title defense. Wrestling fans, hello Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase fans. We have an incredible night of action lined up for you. Capital Pro fans, we have listened to what you call for, and tonight we have a Team Honey Badger themed evening. That's right, Honey Badger's here, Honey Badger's there, Honey Badger's everywhere. We have Conrad Loucks looking to extend his winning record against Anderson Knight. And then, in our main event, we have champion CJ Ottgen finally locking up with War Incorporated's Justin Dream. So Dream versus Ottgen in this ring tonight. Loucks versus Anderson Knight in this ring tonight. We're going Honey Badger deep here at Capital Pro. I'm excited about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the singles match is scheduled to one fall. Coming to the ring first, accompanied by the walking nightmare, Joseph Norton, his Honey Badger teammate. Representing Team Honey Badger himself, Conrad Loucks! From the Black Hills, he is Anderson Knight!
Anderson Knight, Conrad Loucks. This is an intense matchup. Big conflict of styles as we have the high impact, hard hitting Anderson Knight going up with the technically sound, slick and sneaky Conrad Loucks.
Yeah, it's brute force versus technical skill. It's scary to see who could actually reign supreme in this match. Oh! Yeah. And we are immediately introduced to Conrad Loucks' problem.
Yeah, I could see this going either way. But I am nervous that we might have figured out how this movie's going to end in the first few scenes.
Well,
Oh my God! Look at the strength of Anderson Knight as he just gut wrenches Loucks up and then down. Loucks is already hurting from being upended.
you want to talk about brute force? He didn't even care that he threw him and pinned him right next to the ropes. He's like, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the ropes. I'll just demoralize you.
Norton making himself known there at ringside. Joseph Norton, the walking nightmare.
Conrad Loucks utilized it to take advantage.
He stalks around that ring in kind of an enforcer role, but I think it's safe to say I don't think Team Honey Badger necessarily needs an enforcer, so I don't feel comfortable saying that's his role, but I mean, if titles are important to you, I think that's one that Norton will wear.
Well, let's be clear. When it comes to Team Honey Badger, whether it be tag team, whether it be whatever type of match or singles or whatever, they're always looking to make sure that nothing is one-on-one. It's always Team Honey Badger versus whoever's about to lose to Team Honey Badger.
And Anderson Knight is, he's tied up in the ropes first there. Good work by our referee making that break. I was about to say, though, Anderson Knight is very used to facing more than one opponent at a time. As Capital Pro fans will remember, Anderson Knight only came into this organization to get his hands on the Nomads. We got a straight throat choke going on in the ring as the ref seems more preoccupied with Joseph Norton. Can't really blame the ref for that.
Well, to his credit, he's enforcing the rules. Unfortunately, he's enforcing them just a hair too late. And it's Team Honey Badger. They are well practiced in exploiting this to their advantage.
You are certainly right. Team Honey Badger does not care.
Don't. Anderson Knight, remembering that he is a beast of a man.
Yeah. Anderson Knight needs to do everything he can to stay on his feet in this matchup, as he does not want to go to the ground with Brazilian blue belt Conrad Loucks.
That was one of the most beautiful judo throws I have ever seen, and it showed because Anderson Knight was inverted for a solid second there. Wow. Brutal slam from Anderson Knight. As he recuperates, remember who he is.
Big lariat by Anderson. Oh, hung up in the corner by Norton again. That nightmare. It's been a bit of a recurring one. Loucks backs Knight up. Spinning back fist delivered by the big man Anderson. It's got to be right around 250 pounds thrown up against the chest of Loucks.
Yes, when I asked him how much he weighed, he just kind of looked at me and I was like, okay, let me run away. Run away.
He's a thick dude, is Anderson Knight.
I mean, to start off the match, he picked up Conrad Loucks and chucked him halfway across the ring like he was a sack of flour.
He's just a big, beefy man. Super strong, big core.
Oh, he's introducing him to the fans. Yeah. Very polite of him.
Using that core strength to bounce Conrad Loucks head off that chair. Joseph Norton just ran by ringside. Delivered a big body avalanche tonight. Oh, and this Loucks taking this opportunity to sink in a beautiful sleeper hold. He's got his legs. Oh, not just a leg grapevine. He's also got an arm pin. Keeping that arm under the chin of Knight. desperation move by Knight, just kind of beaching himself against that bottom rope.
Smart move, because in a mixed martial arts ring, that would have been the match.
I think you're 100% right. Yeah, in a cage, that would have been it. Even now, back to that choke. He's got all of his weight on Knight, trying to wear the big man down.
Oh, if he's not careful, Anderson Knight could pin him in this position.
It looks like Norton's even keeping that rope away from Anderson Knight's fingertips. Just doing everything he can to assist Loucks.
Just raw exploitation of the way the match goes. Oh,
that's it. He is out.
Representing Team Honey Badger, your winner, Conrad Loucks!
Ladies and gentlemen, now at ringside, fresh off the technical knockout, Conrad Loucks. Big win, Conrad. Big win for you, and with that, of course, Team Honey Badger at large. This crowd seems to be excited for you. Do you have anything to tell them that you look forward to in the future?
That was just another in the long list of submission victories from Team Honey Badger's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Blue Belt. Shut up. I ran Blake out of Capital Pro Wrestling. He tapped out and left with his tail between his legs. He will not be back. It's time for you guys to realize how good I am. There's only been 3 people on every Capital Pro poster since last October, and I'm one of them. I have not lost a one-on-one singles match since February 2020 in Capital Pro. What I want to know, is anybody going to come out next? No. I doubt it. I'm done with this.
Conrad Loucks. Conrad Loucks does not issue a specific challenge, rather an open one to all of the locker room, then states deliberately that he doesn't think anyone will step up. That is how secure Honey Badger is in their position of dominance. It's hard to argue with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Capital Pro Wrestling will be returning to the Fledge on September 17th, 3 p.m. bell time, to tape episodes of the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase. Tickets are $15 at the door, but can be bought ahead of time at a discount from CPW2022.bpt.me. We're more than halfway through our 2022 season and are ramping up toward our season finale. Other events will be on October 15th and our season finale on November 19th. Who will step up to challenge the Great Lakes Television Champion CJ Ottgen? You're going to have to be there to find out. Share this video with friends and family and help us fill the Fledge. We can't wait to see you at ringside.
All right, Capital Pro fans, are you ready to help me welcome the Super Junior Weight Champion? Let's hear it for Jason Blazin. Jason Blazin making his way to me right now, accompanied with his bodyguard, Pun the Psych. Happy to have you, Jason. Happy to have you Congratulations on your recent success here at Capital Pro. We're super excited to have you. We also know that you have some big matches coming up. Is there any light that you would like to cast on these future matchups?
Absolutely. These two little twits, the Gray Wolves, and that's exactly what there are, twits, think that they can come out here and challenge me and the big man, Pun the Psych. I'm the Super World Junior Weight Wrestling Champion. Yeah. And I, in consecutive matches, beat both of the Gray Wolves. How do they think they're going to beat both of us? Fact of the matter is, they can't. Tell them, big man. You know, like I told you last time, you've only seen the beginning of Pun the Psych. And ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last that the Gray Wolves get to see of Pun the Psych and my boy, the Super Junior Weight Champion, Jason Blazin. And you want to know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because tonight, you all get to witness the taming of the Gray Wolves. Yeah! Super Wolves! Boom! And as always, that's the bottom line.
Jason Blazin and Pun the Psych claim that they will domesticate the Gray Wolves. That match is coming up shortly.
Next week on the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase, it's tag team action as the Super Junior Weight Champion Jason Blazin and his bodyguard Pun the Psych team up to take on Jimmy and Jarris, the Gray Wolves. And in our main event, it's up to the Walking Nightmare Joseph Norton to stop the championship machinations of the submission specialist of the Fledged, Jack Verville. Will Jack be one step closer to the champion or on his way to ruin? Find out next week on the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a singles competition and is for the Great Lakes Television title. Coming to the ring first with War Inc., the Black Sheep, Justin Green. And his opponent, accompanied by Team Honey Badger, weighing in at 120 kilos and is the Great Lakes Television Champion, C.J. Ottgen!
There he is. The strong style Superman, C.J. Ottgen. Ottgen accompanied to the ring by Loucks and Norton. However, Justin Green also accompanied to the ring by War Inc. He will not be giving up the numbers the way he normally does.
Yeah, this match is I mean, okay, just honestly, do we think this match is going to remain singles competition the whole way through?
I don't think so, no.
CJ trying to make an argument that only his people should be out ringside. The ref's not buying it. Clearly, he's dealt with the Team Honey Badger before.
It's a bit specious, yeah.
A little bit.
Look at Ottgen crank on that neck.
Oof. The Black Sheep turned it around. Oh, reversal by the champ into a side headlock, into a headlock.
Justin Dream has been wanting this title matchup for months. Joseph Norton, again making himself known at ringside there by snagging the leg of Justin Dream.
The ref asking for witness from the ringside patrons, and they're just kind of going with the story.
I've read that eyewitnesses are like the least credible source of information. So, I mean, I can't really encourage the ref there. That being said, I'm pretty sure I just saw Conrad Loucks grab a hold of Justin Dream.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you?
I mean, I don't know if I can be reliable. Ref seems to be on him.
He's going to need 6 pair of eyes for this match.
Yeah, this is not an easy task for the referee today.
I think there's been more ankle grabs from ringside than there have actually been holds inside the ring.
You might be right. CJ Ottgen's so good at snatching up that hand.
Absolutely.
Really good at wrist control. Look at that. Speaking of wrist control, he folds it up and then turns it into an inside arm drag.
That's everything about wrestling. Where the elbow goes, the body must also. Oh, Conrad. Oh. And here they come.
Roar Inc. Roar Inc. taking it right to Team Honey Badger. They're in the ring. I don't know if you just saw that span. Justin Dream just had a pin secured for a long 3 count. Long 3 was secured by the Black Sheep, Justin Dream. However, the ref was trying to restore order at ringside. CJ Ottgen just escaped with one there.
Really, if not for all the shenanigans at ringside, Justin Dream would be your new Great Lakes television champion, and I'm sure he has that taste in his mouth of just pure bile at how it went down.
Hey! Whoa! Where's my coaches? I have to go all 4 of them out. Come on! They have licenses! They were certified!
The champ, a little upset that he now has no support at ringside.
Yeah, vocally outraged.
The ref was tired of it. He's only paid the ref 1 match, not 3.
Justin Dream not giving up. Not by a long shot. He's got to feel a little disheartened losing his teammates at ringside, but I'm sure that any of that concern is outweighed by the relief of having Team Honey Badger removed from ringside. What's the big man doing here as he goes up top to get the leverage on some of these strikes to CJ Ottgen's forehead.
The champ just being humiliated in the ring in front of everybody.
Oh, big headbutt by the Black Sheep. Dropped them both.
Here we go. We changing hands. Oh!
How long has Ottgen held that title?
Wow. I don't know. As far as this championship has been here, he has had it in his hand.
Like so many defenses.
And he came the closest to losing it tonight to Justin Dream a little bit ago.
This might be the most closely contested matchup we've had. Oh, look at that belly to belly, though. Big suplex win from the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still Great Lakes Television Champion, CJ Ottgen!
Still the champ!
Great Lake Pro fans, joining me now is your reigning television champion, CJ Ottgen. Big win, champ. How are you feeling after that remarkable contest with Justin Drake?
I think he had a helmet on and just painted it the color of his skin because he had the hardest head in the world.
That is a monster noggin. I want you to know, we have tested it. It's all just dome, just big head.
That's probably the hardest I've been punched in Capital Pro Wrestling to date. And it was no thanks to Jack Vervelle. Speaking of Jack Vervelle,
Tell him, Jared.
I heard he issued a challenge to me earlier, knowing I wasn't in the building yet, knowing that I was over at a jiu-jitsu school, submitting and subduing 96 black belts, 35 brown belts, and all the rest.
Please.
There were 45 people on those mats today, and I pinned them and submitted them all.
Wow, that's over 120 defenses just today.
That's just today. I'm just getting started. Wait till tomorrow. But, you see, Jack Vervelle, you're like a pain in my side. Once you hit 45 years old, which I'm not there yet, but once you hit 45 years old, you wake up uncontrollably in the middle of the night with all these pains and aches and pains as if a blue belt like Jack Vervelle roofied me and then beat me up when I was sleeping. So, it is against the law. It's against the law that Jack Vervelle keeps coming after me after I powerbombed him and knocked him out in the center of the ring, 1, 2, 3, and show him that catch wrestling is better than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, Jack, since you keep getting your nose in my business, you're gonna have to fight the big nightmare, Joseph Norton, if you want a piece of me and a shot at my belt that I'm gonna hold for the rest of my life.
So if I'm hearing this right, champ, you are saying that for Jack Vervelle to get another shot at that title, he needs to go through the walking nightmare?
He needs to go through Big Nightmare Norton for sure if he wants a shot at me. But that won't happen because Nightmare Norton's gonna squash him like a little bug.
All right, well, Team Honey Badger seems to have a consolidated front right here.
And another thing, I don't know who the athletic commission is here that's in the building tonight, but when I go back to get my medicals done, I'm going to find out, and I want Warwick barred from the building. They interrupted my coaching, and I barely skated by alive. And that's not fair to me, and it's not fair to the champ.
All right. Well, our champion, CJ Ottgen, with a long line of title defenses and a long line of complaints for our front office. Oh, right here ringside, Vervelle